How to talk to your kids about going back to school. Tips from the Toronto District School Board speech-language pathologist. Let's face it, attending school in the TDSB during the pandemic has been challenging. Some families and students may feel disconnected from their school or teachers. Other families are worried that their children are behind academically or socially. We know it was a difficult year for many families. As SLPs, we are focused on how kids listen, speak, and communicate. We wanted to share 5 tips to help prepare your children, particularly those with language and communication needs, for the upcoming school year. Did you know that a child's speech, language, and communication skills are connected to their overall mental health and well-being? Prepare your children for going back to school by listening to and talking with them. As parents, we can make connections and show them how to understand and express themselves to be a good communicator. This is especially important as we head into another year of uncertainty. Tip 1. Being a good communicator starts with being a good listener. This means take away the distractions. How about turning off the TV or moving to another room? Say, it's time to listen. We need quiet to be a good listener. Show them what it looks like to be a good listener by putting down your phone and going down to your child's level. Wait before responding. Give your child time to think about what they will say, and respond to what your child says and does by repeating part of what you heard, or interpret their actions and give them the words if they don't have them yet. Tip 2. Use visuals to help your child understand. Help your child understand what school might look like by using visuals. Words that we speak come and go, but visuals stay. Visuals can help prepare children with a transition back, which will help with their stress and anxiety. Visuals can also help with independence and organization. Look for free visuals online, or make your own on your phone or draw them on a piece of paper. They don't have to be fancy. For further information about where to find more SLP resources around using visuals, please see the end of this video. Tip 3. Talk about new words or concepts. Talk about what school might look like when we go back. Let's face it, kids will be hearing lots of new vocabulary and concepts every day, such as social distancing, cohort, mask wearing, COVID screening. While some children will get it, those with communication difficulties will need direct help from you to understand those words. Here is an example of teaching the word bubble. For more ideas how to work on understanding and using these new words and concepts, see the vocabulary video in our SLP Parent Series. Tip 4. Talk about feelings. Other words you should focus on as a parent to help your child understand and use are feeling words. This will also help them with their mental health and well-being. Please see our other video on feelings in our How to Talk to Your Child About Going Back to School SLP series. Tip 5. Use language at your child's level for coping strategies. Some children may be worried or anxious about what will happen when they go back to school, especially after being away for a while. Using language at your child's level is a great tool to help your child learn and use coping strategies that will help them to prepare for those first few days of school and beyond. Listen and talk to your child about any worries or anxious thoughts they may have about going back to school. They can write, draw, or use pictures to describe how they feel and what might help them to cope, calm down, and focus. Be aware that some of the language used to describe the strategies or things that help kids can be a bit tricky. especially words or phrases which mean something different from their actual or literal meaning, like idioms or metaphors. An example is butterflies in your stomach for nervousness or excitement. There are free videos online like Go Noodle that also use this tricky language, such as asking kids to imagine melting away their worries. However, their videos often have visuals and plain language to help kids understand. In summary, 5 SLP tips to help prepare your children for the upcoming school year include: be a good listener, use visuals to help your child understand, talk about new words and concepts, talk about feelings, and use language at your child's level when using coping strategies. Remember, a child's speech, language, and communication skills are connected to their overall mental health and well-being. We can't emphasize enough that as parents and caregivers, it's okay to say that you don't know. It's okay to acknowledge the uncertainty and the fact that we don't have all the information right now to answer your kids' questions. The main thing is to help your kids understand and communicate to help them prepare and cope with the transition back to school. Please connect with TDSB SLP through various social media such as Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook for more information.